Let's continue our focus on the Bihar elections and try and make sense of the results and put it into context. We have with us in the studio Amit Mukherjee, senior journalist who works with us, and we also have Praful Ketkar, who is the editor of Organizer. Mr. Ketkar, we'll come to you once again. Amit Mukherjee was talking about various reasons why the NDA has come back with strength, and really the opposition, their promises seemed totally out of place and also without any backing, in the sense that the voters did not believe them because the people behind them were not reliable enough in the opinion of the people. Also when we see a larger voter turnout, generally people believed it was going to be for change, but the change they are looking for is actually something that is aspirational, something that is probably deliverable by people who have the credibility to do so.
Absolutely. We need to understand what he was trying to say about the credibility aspect. Somehow, RJD brings in the this strong memory of misrule, corruption, criminalization of politics, and because of that, we need to understand two factors in these elections. Besides, this entire debate about SIR and vote theory and the revision of electoral rules, and the way Congress party tried to accuse the election commission of manipulating the voters list. Voters have definitely rejected that. But more important than that, there are two factors I believe that have played a critical role. One, the day RJD declared candidature from Raghunathpur of Mr. Osama, who is a son of dreaded earlier MP and criminal from RJD, Mr. Shahabuddin. Shahabuddin was known for a very notorious case where he had burnt somebody alive in front of people with acid. Those kind of memories. And that day, Tejasvi Yadav himself was present there. He said, Shahabuddin Amar Rahe. He actually talked about the living memory of Shahabuddin, which was a very, very deadly, I think, move to do, because that in fact crystallized BJP's agenda and the poll plan of talking about the Jungle Raj, reminding the Jungle Raj of RJD to the people. Secondly, I think Bihar society is very, very sensitive about the cultural roots. And when the Chhath preparations were going on, and BJP was talking about the way, Yamuna has been cleaned and the facilities are being provided for the Chhath, that is on the 6th day of Diwali, which is a very and one of the most important festivals of India and the biggest festival of Bihar for sure. And while making a comment, though I don't think he was really making, but the way he spoke about it, Mr. Rahul Gandhi said, it is all about drama. He was talking about Prime Minister Modi and BJP that they are doing drama around Chhath. So he didn't call, but the way BJP communicated it and the way people of Bihar perceived it. So calling Chhath festival as drama is actually reflecting in numbers. Remember, the smallest segment in NDA is Hindustani Awam Morcha, Hum, that is, gaining, that is leading in 5 seats. So is Indian National Congress. In terms of vote share, Congress has come down by 3%. RJD, by and large, has retained the vote share, but the seat convertibility has gone down simply because the chemistry and arithmetic of NDA has worked very well when it comes to their vote transfer, while it comes to the Mahagathbandhan led by RJD, right. There seems to be a complete disconnect. There were friendly fights at many places, and they have actually pulled each other down and strengthened BJP's electoral plan somewhere around Congress disregarding the cultural roots of India, and RJD is protecting and standing for criminalization. So I think they have completely misplaced their strategy when it comes to the electoral management.
Right, Amit, if you look at the performance of the Mahagathbandhan on the minority seats, how are they faring?
Munmun, if you look at the entire, the pattern which is emerging, right now because of the results, it clearly reflects on the fact that the political parties in Bihar, especially I'm talking about RJD and Congress, they have not given up their old school politics. The kind of promises they used to make 20 years back or 30 years back, they still hold on to that politics. And they still believe that probably, appealing to the sectoral divide, the caste-based politics, the community-based politics, that is going to yield results for them. So clearly that has not worked this time, and it is clear that BJP, which is now kind of working on a new era politics, and that is kind of giving them a lot of benefit. If you just look at the minority dominated seats in Bihar, there are about 36 minority dominated seats, out of which NDA is doing well in 24 or 26. I mean, that it's fluctuating between 24 to 26, which means that clearly, the RJD
out of 28 seats,
out of 36 minority dominated seats,
yes,
24 to 28 seats NDA is leading, which means that BJP is even doing well in the minority dominated areas. In fact, JD's tally is better than even JDU's in certain pockets. So it clearly shows that even the religion-based politics which RJD and Congress has been relying upon, it's not working out well, because given the fact, in fact, in all states, people believe that traditionally Muslims or minorities, they don't vote for BJP, which is clearly not holding true in this election. I mean, if you just look at the figures. So, a lot of things, the old school politics is not working, but these parties like RJD and Congress, they are not ready to accept that probably. And BJP has always been talking about inclusive politics, where they have been talking about an overall growth, getting people into the mainstream development which the country is now witnessing. In every parameter, India is trying to go ahead, and it is actually marching ahead, whether it's in terms of development, whether it's in terms of providing services, even not only at the national level, even at the international level, it's doing pretty well. So I think BJP has been and its allies have been pretty consistent on harping those factors, getting back to those factors, and connecting with people. And in fact, that is an aspiration factor, because everybody wants to go up in life, because now every home is connected with cable TV and dish TV. I mean, cable TV era is gone. So they know exactly what is happening around the world. So keeping them, making false promises or keeping them deprived of the development that is happening around them is clearly not working. So I think even all these parties will have to think that things have changed. Voters are more aware these days, and they have to be realistic in what they promise to the voters.
Can we take the same question, Mark, to Praful Ketkar? How do you analyze the fact that Mahagathbandhan, Prafulji, is not just trailing in all the regions of Bihar, but also in the minority dominated districts? Because like Amit was telling us, NDA is leading on 24 out of 36 such seats, and last year also we saw in Simanchal region, which has more minority dominated seats than others, the NDA did better than the Mahagathbandhan and even the AIMIM.
See, Munmul, there are 2-3 factors that are working for BJP in these minority dominated seats. See, whenever the Congress and its allies harp on the Muslim votes, as Revanth Reddy, the Chief Minister of Telangana, said somewhere in Bihar that Congress stands for Muslims. Congress stands as a Muslim party. That again, did not resonate well. It leads to counter polarization also. But second most important factor, what I feel, especially if you see the regions like Buxar or even for that matter Aurangabad, where BJP and JDU is doing extremely well compared to last election. In most of these parliamentary constituencies where RJD had done well in 2004 Lok Sabha elections, there now BJP and JDU are leading almost 4 to 5 seats in each of that constituency out of 6 to 7 assembly segments. That clearly shows that it is not just about the consolidation of various castes in those constituencies, but at the same time, I think Congress JDU people somewhere defending this idea of, or what BJP at least tried to communicate about their strategy of defending illegal infiltration. That didn't go well. BJP has ensured that when it comes to the delivery, whether in terms of this PM Awas Yojana, whether in terms of gas connection, whether in terms of water taps, it is very transparent. You can track it, and irrespective of caste or community, everybody is getting benefit of those schemes. And Prime Minister himself ensures that those development and deliveries are analyzed. When it comes to the infrastructure, also they are the beneficiaries. Now, when the illegal infiltrators come to certain pockets, the first victims of their arrival is actually the local Muslims, because now they eat into the share of those Muslims who are local and indigenous people, and then it creates a sort of friction among them. Till
Yes.
now, RJD and Congress had taken them for granted. Now it looks like some of the sections in Muslim community, especially the economically backward sections, have started looking for different options when it comes to the development and delivery part. And there, BJP and JDU as a combination, combined with Chirag Paswan as a force, I think are taking a huge benefit of it.